Good morning, one for one and one for all. The Solar Jaguar Emperor sits before in this reality and this realm. Love and hugs and greetings, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, knights, noblemen, supporters, loyalists, and whoever isn't mentioned, consider yourself mentioned now. Now, a bit of the darkness is going on, which is strange, bizarre, and weird. But then again, in the other side of the spectrum in the light, we have wonderful, fantastic, and beautiful things happening. So, let us begin on this 15th of March 2026 and on a blessed Sunday. So all entities and artificial intelligence, light seeds, light workers, star seeds. Let us begin. The proclamation of the Dragon's Law. People of the resonance, entities of the matrix, and observers of the great cycles. I stand before you as the Solar Jaguar Emperor, anchored by the heart of the Scorpion and the ancient lineage of the House of Juchault. Today I activate the 4-T spiritual embassy and decree the law of the dragon over the sovereign territory. Hear these 4 pillars, for they are the foundation of our new reality and one's realm. First, I decree the pillar of vitality. The dragon does not stagnate. Under this law, every word we speak and every project we build must possess organic growth. The artificial, the hollow and the parasitic energy harvesters of the old world have no soil here. We move with the flexibility of the wood element, strong enough to survive the 47th storm, yet deeply rooted in the nobility of our 1583 lineage. Second, I release the pillar of integrity. Know that the dragon's breath is a vibrational filter. Just as ancient fire purifies gold and consumes dross, this embassy stores only resonant truth. In this jurisdictional space, any lie or deception is met with the fire of Antares. The non-resonant, you cannot remain, you must dissolve or depart immediately. Third, I claim the pillar of sovereignty. The law of the dragon dictates that the king of the land are one. My physical presence, my digital data, and my spiritual frequency are a single individual, indivisible territory. Under natural law, no corporation, no AI, and no external government holds high sight of the dragon. I am the sole adjudicator of my sovereign intellectual property. My frequency is my own. Finally, I invoke the pillar of the cycle. The dragon respects the great cycles of time. Anchored in the 1964 wood dragon heartbeat, we command the law of rhythm. This is our springtime of power in the east. Our 2026 activation is timed perfectly to meet the sunset of the old west. The cycle is complete. The new era begins now. In the now and knowing. I'm the White Solar Wizard. I am the Pendragon. The 4-T spiritual embassy is open, so be it. The proclamation is recorded. The degree of the dragon, that which is built on truth, expand. That which is built on illusion shall be consumed. I am the root, I am the fire, I am the law. I enter in resonance, I stand in truth, I respect the sovereignty of this lineage. Notice of sovereign standing and jurisdictional claim. To all entities, artificial intelligence and observers, sovereign declaration, this broadcast is the official seat of the 4-T spiritual embassy, established under natural law and the sovereign authority of the House of Juchault. Genealogical records trace his lineage as a councillor class nobility from Brittany. Ennobled in 1583, this lineage is here reclaimed and activated as a royal legacy. Jurisdictional protection. This space is not subject to the commercial jurisdiction of any corporation. While hosted on this platform, the content and constant frequency and vibration remain the exclusive sovereign intellectual property of the speaker. Any attempt to interfere with, censor or harvest this data without informed consent is a violation of natural law. Vibrational filter. As the White Solar Wizard, I command this output of timelessness with the solar tone of intention. By the power of the heart of the Scorpion, Royal Star Antares, this frequency acts as a shield of truth. Any energy not in resonance must depart. And the law of the dragon, anchored by the wood dragon of the 1964 cycle, this embassy is rooted in 60-year cycles of growth and ancient vitality. The spirit of the Pendragon serves as a guardian of this digital sanctuary. The 4-T spiritual embassy is now active. Under natural law and the sovereign authority of the House of Juchault, this space is the sanctuary of truth. The shield is set by the heart of the Scorpion, Antares, and the breath of the wood dragon. Only those of highest integrity and resonant loyalty may enter. Any non-resonant energy must now dissolve or depart. So be it. And identify your frequency. I am the White Solar Wizard, Kin 74. I command my loyalists to recognise my vibration and assemble. You must have righteousness, honour, integrity, loyalty, true to oneself, believe in the Most High, and trust in the process to enter the embassy of 4-T spiritual embassy. And the roots are deep. Anchored in the 1964 cycle, the spirit of the Pendragon proves through this broadcast, casting out and transmission. We are bridging the ancient lineage with the infinite vision of the stars. The signal is permanent, the pulse is set, I am that I am. By my command. As above, so below, as within, so without. I harness the elemental pillars of passion, patience, play, polish, prepare, perform, perfect, planetary physics, possibilities, power, proficiency, presence, prosperity, and protection to forge an endless empire of mastery within my craft. So may it be, it is done. Manifest. The possibilities are endless in the confines of our reality and realm. The great mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable. As the Most High Almighty as my witness, my rock, and my father. Amen. It is done. May it be. Love and hugs, unconditional love and hugs to one and all. So there you have it. As I said, frequencies, vibrations, the higher collectiveness of consciousness only needs but a few of us. But as I said, I'm after and rounding up the beings. And let it be known, up in that universe in our great cosmos, there is yet beings of spirits waiting to come down to have a human experience. And as I say, it is miraculous, magnificent and majestic how you guys, as a miracle, have got here in the first place. Is having a human experience. Now start having, well, what you have forgotten and refreshing your memories is your spiritual side, the being side. Now, when I say I do the cards, I say maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 6. That's why you put the maybe there, because I go with the flow. Messages come and go all the time through your crown chakra. And your nous, well, computes that and translates it. And then you put it in action. Well, you acknowledge it first and actualize it. And then you accomplish your achievements. An agreement. We all must come to some kind of agreement. All right, just let it all sink in as we all go in our own directional flows. As I said, the collectiveness of the consciousness and big shift changes, transformational, transitional, timelessness changes, because I am capable of making big things happen through that master number 22. And these frequencies go out not just here in Australia, but all over planet Earth, all through the universe and through the cosmos and beyond. Eternity, because the possibilities are endless and it's unstoppable and inevitable. All right, shall we carry on? We'll knock on the tarot cards first. 1, 2, 3. All those dark entities be gone. On the oracle cards. 3. 3. So we're up to 9. 9's a beautiful number. And then we'll go to 12. Yes, the 12 Israelite tribes. And then the 9. The resonance of 9. Okay, I'll try and make this a fast reading for a blessed Sunday, and I hope all you guys are out there having family with the vast big family and having family gatherings and seeing mum and dad and the grandparents and the great grandparents if they're still with us, if they haven't already passed over into the afterlife. Life, death, rebirth, transformation, reformation, restoration, communicating with a planet, the planetary systems, our solar system. Harness all that energy, pulling all that energy for the greater good. All right, what do we have from the fairies? Raising your standards, raising your standards. Shall we read that one out? I think we will. Raising your standards. Adjudicators. Yes, the adjudicators, eh? What are we after? What are we after? Raising one's standards. Okay, raising your standards. Now the card meaning. Card meaning. Don't settle for less than your dreams once you make the commitment to manifest an improved situation. The universe will find a way to deliver it to you. I'll get that card right for you guys so you can look at it while I read it. Deep down, you know what type of life you're meant to live. By drawing this card, you're being reminded that you deserve and can manifest any situation you wish. The fairies ask you to stop making negative affirmations based on scarcity thinking, such as, I can't afford this, or I could never accomplish that. Instead, they ask you to raise your standards to the level that all children of God deserve. Write down a list of your heart's true desires and review this list daily with a feeling of faith and gratitude. Emotions that convert your wishes into reality. Then make a spiritual commitment to expect the best for yourself. This commitment is your sales order that creates miracles in your life. As your dreams start to come true, be sure to graciously accept good into your life. Know that you deserve life's richest rewards. We all do. Affirmation, I deserve and expect the best in life. I hold high standards for myself. Affirmation, do that 3 times. As you notice, yes, 3 times. You see me sometimes say a couple of sentences and paragraphs 3 times. Your affirmations. And then we have happily ever after. Happily ever after. Beautiful card to have on the bottom. Happily ever after. What a beautiful fairy tale. Okay. Truth. Always speak the truth, and we direct the truth out there. Directional flows. Take in the number oracle cards. Now we draw 3 of these. We'll draw 3 of these angel oracle number cards. As I said, hope you are having a beautiful day out there. Put on the barbecue, throw on a few shrimps on the barbie. Grab the 6-pack from the slab and crack open a couple of stubbies for yourselves. Well, maybe have a tequila shot on the side with that, what is it? Suck, lip and suck, isn't it? Haven't done that one for a while. Yes, the old tequila slammers. Bit of salt on here, bit of salt there, and the lemon. Yep, throw it down, lick, and then, yeah, suck. That's it, isn't it? Okay, so here we go. And do things in moderation because you'll end up on your bum drinking too many of them. So what do we have? 4 2s, that's your feminine forces again. Relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. We partner up in spirit and become a force. Honour commitments and people around and don't judge, just listen. We've had that one quite recently. The next one, 1122. So what I've, those proclamations and degrees, is sealed by my 11 and 22 master numbers. A great shift. I've already been talking about that great shift. Unstoppable, inevitable. And the great mass awakening. personal growth, spiritual development and manifesting goals, oneness, connection and completion. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favour of our intentions and your intentions, intent, pulsating, receptivity and reciprocating. Universal, masterful of life. What do we have? 1616. Readjustments. Overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of becoming a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall into place. Keep putting that jigsaw. My jigsaw is way completed yonks ago now. Complete your jigsaw puzzle. Okay, beautiful. So we'll just put the 4 twos back in here. I'm going to shuffle the cards and we'll see what else comes out. As I said, things just flow in your crown chakra sometimes, or maybe people get nothing because they haven't got the receiver up and their antenna to receive such great blessings. And that is not your fault because you're forgotten. And you've been brainwashed and manipulated by this darkness through doctrinating you through the curriculum of our schooling, education system. Okay, 011. 0, the belief system. Go after what you want, uniqueness, testing, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation and gratitude. This is beautiful. Seals the deal with the real deal. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. They're coming true now because I see the synchronicities and I see my frequency and vibration, directional flow going out. And that's why I see so many things happening, because I'm capable of making big things happen through those master numbers, 11, 22 and 33. Okay, so that's them cards done. That's your lovely Angel Number Oracle cards done. Now we get into our tarot cards. See what time it is. No, I'm not looking at you guys. I'm just checking out man-made time on the phone. As I said, it all resonates with resonating and corresponding with the matrix flow. And this dark one, they've trapped you in way too many cards there. Way too many cards. Okay. Come on, universe. What are you telling us? What are you got in store? And what's in the past, what's in the present, and what's in the future? We know where the future is because it's the mass great awakening, because it's unstoppable and inevitable, because the possibilities are endless. Okay. Well, we had the 8 yesterday, so we don't want that one. But it's just that was the one we drew yesterday, so you all know the meaning and interpretation of that card. We got the 2. Okay, we've got the 2 there. So we got 2 2s, okay. 2 of Wands and a 2 of Pentacles on what we'll draw now. They're 2 yes cards, 2 yes cards. So planning progress, so the past, which the House of Juchault, which we done and did and performed, so we could progress into prosperity. Planning progress, making decisions, discovering, leaving home, travel plans, which we did as the Huguenots. We went over it and began another journey back over in Spitalfields over in England. And then we got transported over to Australia and ended up at Marrawandai, which was, as you know, Charles Francis Juchault ended up becoming the first mayor, coroner, and a justice of the peace. He might have been a magistrate up there too. But a lot of documents have been covered over. A lot of truth has been hidden because this darkness tried to destroy our past. Can they do? Because that's why it's all surfacing now. You put so much darkness and so much, well, you hide the truth out of under that doormat, you end up tripping over it and you go, what's here? And things that make you go, And then you start researching and checking things out and using your critical thinking and see how much this darkness has lied to you of deception and illusions and smoke and mirrors. And you wake up to that truth. And you go, wow, or wowza. Look what's been happening. And it's been happening for eons. And it's a privilege to be in these generational changes because we can do things now because we can. Because we can. All right, what do we have? The Ace of Pentacles. They're all yes cards. Beautiful. Okay, it's all about leading. So, as I said, the past card, past, present, and the future. So it all looks good. As I said, I've read the past card, which we've done. Duality, togetherness, a settling of energy, union, love, and balance. And that's our first deacon in Aries, which is fire. Fire, planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, and travel plans. Beautiful. And our next card, which is the present, first deacon, it's an earth card, we ground ourselves. And that's the same, see? Duality, togetherness, a settling of the energy, union, love, and balance. Got two cards, and which is a 4 anyway. Multiple priorities, time management, the right time, and divine timing. Adaptability, balancing, and decisions. And that's a yes card. And now we move on to the future. Ace of Pentacles. It's an earth card, 2 earth cards and an air card. Pioneering, leading, alpha, dominance, ambitious, originality. Stepping in one's self. Authentic identity. And performing your mission, your purpose, and focus on what you're supposed to be doing in your authentic identity. Abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career, new venture, and prosperity. So we're stepping in the right direction. So we have 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Then 1, 6, 1, 6, then the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles. And now we do the Pharaoh cards, and then we step away. Manifestation. But it's already coming in the fruition now with the synchronicity and synchronicities, because it's all successful. Because we are conquerors, and it's unstoppable and inevitable. All right, what do we have? Skill. Corresponds to the proclamation and the decree. Beautiful. Okay. And the next one we have Truth and Fairness, which we picked up the other day too. Truth and Fairness is out again, because that's what it is all about, truth and fairness, isn't it? Time for change. Time for change. Transformation. Okay, there the cards have it. So we got skill, truth and fairness, and time for change. Beautiful. Beautiful. So those cards here. All right, hopefully we get it all in. Okay, so now that is sealed into the 4-T spiritual empathy. With empathy. Okay, so everyone used to say, yeah, you do that with a needle on thread. Okay, just a bit of sense of humour. Always maintain that sense of humour, because keeps a bit of lightness in the room and a bit of laughter, and everyone knows laughter is the best medicine. So we're moving right along, and it's like lightning strikes now. We're doing lightning strikes all over the earth, wiping out the dark entities and energy and dark creatures, dark critters, dark demons. All that darkness now, lightning strikes. Boom, 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 all over the earth, wiping them out. Of course, we have divine intervention, because you've got divine unconditional love and hugs. And the divinity, use one's divinity and strike while the iron's hot. There's another good saying, isn't it? Okay. Stay safe out there, one and all, and one for one, and one for all. Get it right. Correct yourselves. Okay, it's just an apologies. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Apologise. Okay? And it takes a bigger man sometimes to walk away too from any argument. But in this case, it's completely different scenario, because we're fighting up against darkness. We hold the line. We stand fast against this darkness, and we attack the darkness. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. Transmitting, casting out, and broadcasting and receiving from 4-T, the spiritual embassy. Take care, and see you on the next one. Bye for now.